Yeah, pastoral letter just means the expression of the heart of a pastor. Typically, that's what's happening in a pastoral letter. It's a form of writing in which a pastor wants to express something to his flock from his heart. Two things, I guess, that influence the timing of it, maybe even three. One is that if you put out a pastoral letter every week, it's no longer special, huh? So we preach all the time. We're preaching homilies and so forth. Those are expressions of pastoral solicitude as well. But the formal issuing of a pastoral letter is something that is done now and then. It might be done when there's a particular circumstance that requires it, something that has come up in the world or something. Or it might be done, as it is in this case, around a particular event locally, more locally. And so we're launching, with the pastoral letter, we're launching a new pastoral plan. So, one question people might have about a pastoral plan is, well, wait a minute, isn't preaching and sanctifying and governing the pastoral plan? Isn't that it? Isn't that the mission of the church? And what changes about that? That never changes. And that's true. That doesn't ever change. But the pastoral plan will want to look at, okay, what are the concrete circumstances of our life now in the place where we live, eastern Oklahoma, and what can we focus on over the next 3 to 5 years in order to do the preaching, the sanctifying, the governing better, in order to do it as well as we can do it. And so the pastoral letter is sort of the theological underpinning of the pastoral plan, and we'll be unrolling our next pastoral plan. In that pastoral plan, we're going to be focusing on building up our clergy. One of the things that we have discovered through modern tools like the CLI Discipleship Maker Index is that the thing that has the greatest opportunity to influence the life of parishes and parishioners is a pastor who is happy, healthy, and well-trained, who understands how to lead the community and so forth. And most of that happens in seminary, but like all professions, there's sort of an ongoing education. Well, same for our pastors. And one of the things that doesn't happen in seminary is the sort of administrative side of leading large, complex communities. So priests trained to be pastors, preaching, sanctifying, governing, but not so much to lead a school and a parish that has a $3 million budget and so on and so forth. And so helping our priests to learn all those kinds of things that they need, leadership skills and so forth. Then we're also, of course, wanting to have this ongoing focus on the laity. One of the things we're going to be talking about in terms of lay formation is whole family catechesis. That's a term that we're using a lot these days. Whole family catechesis just recognizes that it's never been part of the Christian way of life that we're in catechetical programs until we're confirmed and or graduate high school. Then we get adult jobs and adult education, and we move into the rest of our life, and we don't have to do that anymore. No, we're constantly wanting to grow as disciples. And so for the whole family together to be constantly engaged in, not just the children may have particular things they attend, but the parents can too. Parishes already have all kinds of adult programs that attract parents, but they might be, for instance, a women's group or a men's group or a Bible study or one thing or another. But what about things where the whole family can learn and grow together? That would be a great help to families.